guys, and I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today I thought I'll talk a little bit about the new school year. Probably in the majorities, if not in all the countries, the new school year started. Whether you're doing it in a homeschool way system or a private school or a state school, I thought I'll talk a little bit about how we organized ourselves this year, or how we're planning to get organized, and how I'm organizing my own time as a homeschool mum. And I just hope this video will be an encouragement. Just a parenthesis, I posted, I think in Romanian only, on Instagram last week that I'm not going to put a new video out just because I had issues with my laptop. It died. That's why there was a period of about 2-3 weeks where I didn't post anything. I managed to save some of the information that was on the old laptop. I lost 2 videos, but that's okay. I can record them. Then last week I recorded 4 videos, and because it was a new laptop, because some settings were not properly set, although I did do a test and it did seem alright, but obviously it wasn't, I kind of worked for nothing for 2 hours and recorded 4 videos that I couldn't use just because the recording was taking the sound of the mic and the sound of the laptop, so it was like I couldn't have used them. That's okay, this is real life, not Instagrammable but real. So we've got to do what we've got to do, deal with the things that come our way, and here we are. By the way, I hope you noticed my new t-shirt, Homeschool Mum. I've got my mug of coffee here. The boys realized that. I've got don't know if you can see, but I've got my kids' names here. I created this t-shirt. I'm saying this because I'll talk a little bit how I organize my time as working a little bit on the side. But basically, I started personalizing keychains, bookmarks, mugs, cups, and shadow boxes. I'll leave the link down below of my pages. They're called Jolie. I can obviously send internationally. I did it before when I used to crochet toys. I don't anymore, or not that much anymore. But basically from the middle of October, these types of t-shirts will be available. So why not pop around and check what I do? Help a homeschool mom out. So we started the new school year on the 5th of September. I was about to say October, September. We are in September. The 5th of September is when the school year started in Romania, the normal school year. And I decided to keep it, to try and keep it in the same rhythm. I was planning to start it a bit earlier, but because of the investment of personalizing things, I had to buy a machine and materials and so on. It was a bit of a tight budget, but it's okay. We just didn't start it when we planned. We started a little bit later, but it's still okay. We're still in the schedule we wanted for the year. So we started on the 5th of September. Milo, who's almost 9, he's in 3rd grade, and Liam, who's almost 7, is in 2nd grade. I know at school there's just 1 year difference, and in age 2-year difference. That's because Milo stayed 1 more year in kindergarten. It just did him good to stay in kindergarten 1 more year. Whereas Liam started grade 1 when he was 6 years old. He was just different. He wanted to start to learn proper learning, from then the last few weeks at kindergarten, he just went because we pushed him. We were like, just go, it's your last year and that's it. So he started earlier just because they're so different and unique and they have different needs. So yeah, that's why the difference of school just of 1 year, and in age almost 2 years. We have, this school where we are enrolled, which is the Christian Light Academy. I think even for Liam, but I'm not sure. I think Liam only has 3 subjects that are compulsory. He has to do them, which is reading, language arts, and maths in 2nd grade. And Milo is supposed to have 4 compulsory subjects, which is again math, reading, language arts, and then we can choose another one. between social studies, science, and Bible, but we just chose to do all 6 subjects. We started from grade 1 with all 6 of them. They managed, it was good, it was fun, they loved it, we loved it, so we carried on. They have 6 subjects that they repeat almost every day. We do 5 subjects a day, and we just kind of swap one day in between science and social studies. That's the only difference, but the rest they repeat every day. It's not too much, we realized it's fine. Basically, last year, for example, we used to do 3 subjects, take a half an hour break, do another 3 subjects. This year, we chose to swap it a bit around, like modify it a bit, and it seems like it works a little bit better, I would say. And also they agree with it, they like it. So basically this year we do 1 subject, 10 minutes break, 1 subject, 10 minutes break, and so on and so forth. I see that it's a bit better like this, although it's a bit more annoying, or it requires a bit more work from my side, but that's okay because I don't have a proper job. My job, full-time job, is to take care of my kids, to get involved in their education. It's our choice and we agree with it and we're happy with it. So that's the kids' schedule more or less. They have afternoon activities. They go to football. Basically 4 afternoons a week are taken by football practice, because we have 2 boys. Although they go to the same club, they go to different teams because they are of different age. Then they go to a chess club once a week. They are starting scouts again. So I know it's not a problem for you guys, but in the Romanian culture, a lot of the questions is, but how do kids socialize? How do homeschool kids socialize? Well, there you go. We have so many activities. I mean, I wanted them, I still do, to learn a musical instrument. It's just for the moment they're not too interested, and we don't want to push them too fast, too soon. But basically, our afternoons will be packed, not to add the church activities, which involves home groups, women's group, and other things. So pretty busy. Although we're homeschool, pretty busy, but it's fine. We enjoy it. We love it. And all the crazier times, hard other times, we wouldn't change it for the world. We love it as crazy, as organized and chaotic in the same time as it is. That's who we are, and we just love it. So that's the kids' schedule. A few weeks ago, I asked on Instagram what subjects, you guys would like me to talk about. By the way, you can comment down below if you want me to talk about anything else. I might do, I might not, but who knows? And some of the questions or things that they wanted me to talk about is how I organize my own time as a homeschool mom. I do a lot of activities, but I'm nothing special compared to other moms. Probably I do less than other moms. Basically, I homeschool my kids. I obviously take care of my family, cooking and every cleaning, washing, and everything that it involves as being a mom and a wife. I obviously have the YouTube channel, which involves me recording, editing videos, so I do that. But I will record a video after I come back from holidays about this. But I'm also leading the Romanian translation team from The Chosen. If you haven't heard of it, stay tuned, because after the holidays, I'll speak about this series that talks about the life of Christ. But basically, I'm a volunteer and I'm the leader of the Romanian translation team. And obviously, I take care of my personalized items. We hope that by the beginning of the next year, it will be a proper business, local small business setup. We're working towards there. Help us get there just by ordering a few things. And so yeah, I do a few things here and there. As I said, I also lead a women's group at church. I love those women. I wouldn't change it for the world. They are amazing. I learned so many things from them. So that's about my life, how it gets around. I'll tell you how I organize my time ideally and how I do it practically. Ideally, I wake up at 6:20. It's when my alarm goes off. Why 6:20? It's because I need about 5-10 minutes to kind of, not asleep, but I'm not awake. Many times I just lie in bed. I have my phone on my chest just because it makes me aware that I have to get up. It's just the way I function. I'm not a morning person, by the way. I would much rather have a coffee in the evening, work, and then go to sleep and don't wake up early in the morning. But because I'm a mom, because I'm a homeschool mom, I can't afford to do that. So that's that. It's okay. Sometimes we just have to force our natural instincts a bit, our natural ways of being. But it can be done. So by 6:30, I'm out of bed. Obviously, I can wash my face because I need to wake up a bit better. I prepare my coffee. I have my thyroid medication, and then I get right here on this couch with my Bible, with my phone where I just put some worship music, and I also use the YouVersion app. I have my journal, I don't know if I said that, and my Bible, and I just spend some time with Jesus. I love it. It's hard. It's a sacrifice. But every time when I sit down with a cup of coffee with my Bible and my journal, I'm like, I'm so happy I woke up. Because it's just me and Jesus. I'm like, good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Father. Good morning, Holy Spirit. Here I am. I lit a candle and it's just this quietness. And I love it. Practically, I'll say it now, I don't wake up every morning at 6:20. I averagely wake up about 4 mornings a week at 6:30. Just because the rest, I'm so tired. I'll tell you in a bit, but I normally go to sleep around 8:30. I wish 11:30. That's when we tend to turn off the light and okay, we're going to sleep. So many times tiredness catches up just because the schedule is so intense. So sometimes I lay a bit more in bed and I wake up 7:30, which is the time when 99.99% of the time my kids wake up. They have such a biological clock. 7:30 they're up, happy and ready to start their day. But because they're allowed to play half an hour or watch half an hour every day, unless they have that benefit taken away because they did something. Because they're happy and they have about half an hour where they do that. Half an hour or more, depends how. If they both want to play, then one of them would read a book while the other one plays and they just work with each other. So in the mornings when I don't wake up at 6:30, I wake up 7:30 and I do the same. They stay on one couch, they're quiet, they're happy, they're just by themselves. And they know that when I'm here with my coffee and my Bible, they don't tend to bother me. I just put my earphone on, one of them, and I have my time with Jesus. But I much more prefer 6:30 when nobody's awake, just me and God. It doesn't happen every morning. It would be ideal to happen every morning, but just because I'm a human being, I just can't take it every morning. On Saturday, I have no alarm unless it's necessary, so it's the day when we just rest. Kids still wake up 7:30, but somehow it just helps me. Sometimes I just come here and I snooze a bit more, and they just play or watch or play Legos or read a book. They're very good in that sense. That's how my morning goes. Then obviously they have breakfast. They have chores to do every morning and every night. Every night we try and leave the place as clean as we can. So they have chores like cleaning the bedroom, tidy up, not cleaning the living room or the kitchen. Depends who. They kind of swap these chores. 1 week has one boy, 1 week the other boy. Then they have the chores of washing up because we don't have a dishwasher, and putting the plates and everything in their place. So we try and leave it as tidy as possible. And then we have some chores in the morning, but it takes them 15 minutes maximum, including getting dressed and brush their teeth. So that by 9:20 we are ready at the kitchen table to start school. Why 9:20 and not 9 o'clock? I don't know. Really don't know. Before we started school, I put it 9 o'clock. It just didn't work. It seemed like 9:20, it was the perfect time. Why? I have no idea. It just is as it is. So we work with what we have. So basically 9:20 we start school and we finish averagely the school time where we actually sit and follow the curriculum. Around 12:30 we finish. Depends. They take about half an hour per subject, more or less, plus the breaks. It ends up at being 12:30. Yeah, it depends also. Obviously, some days they finish 12 just because if they have quizzes, they are faster. They finish them faster because they just have the quiz that day on that subject. I give them the points, how much they did good, and then that's it. So obviously it's shorter. But yeah, that's us. Then we have lunch together. After lunch, obviously, we wash up. I wash up practically, and in reality, many times I just lie down for 10, 15, sometimes half an hour. I need to just lie down in bed. I don't necessarily sleep every day, but just lying down helps me get some energy back and be able to function on the second part of the day. Not every day, but most of the days I do that. Even if I just lie down for 10 minutes, it helps. Sometimes I actually fall asleep and rest amazingly in those 10 minutes. A lot of people don't understand how I can do that. But being at a Bible college in England for 2 years, having a very tight schedule, like almost a military schedule, helped me learn how to do that because we just didn't have more time. I was very tired, so we would just kind of go fall on our beds, basically. 10 minutes, we put our alarm so that we are up, we go and wash our face and go to class. That was it. I learned how to do it and it's so useful to do it now. In the afternoon, obviously, I do the rest of my stuff, whether it's going shopping, whether it's obviously personalizing the things. I had some orders, hopefully get some more through you guys, whether I edit a video or I prepare for some of the videos that I have to record, or I actually record the videos, or I have to go with the kids at training, football training, because we swap. Sam and I, we swap. Some days he goes, some days I go, or prepare for a meeting that I have. It depends from day to day, but basically the afternoon until late in the night, we are busy. I'm busy. That's how we function, and we love it. I love it, and yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. I love our lifestyle. I love how we are as a family and how we function as a family. We do it all together, separately and all together in the same time. We are at home. Our kids are at home. I mean, they have their activities and they go out, obviously. But we like the way it is. It's just who we are, and it just fits perfectly. It fits like a glove for us. Yeah, that's how I organize my time. While the kids are at school, obviously I'm there with them. If they need me, I'm there. I sit with them the whole school time, most of the time. Although this year they're learning to work a bit more independently. Last year I had to read to them a lot more, explain a lot more. But being the third year when they're homeschooled, it's just, I can see already like improvements. They're learning to work more independently. They don't need my help as much, but obviously I'm still there. In these breaks of 10 minutes, I prepare lunch. Obviously, in one break, I cut the potatoes. In another break, I prepare the chicken. Just giving some examples. But what helps me is this. I bought this. I don't know if you can see. It's a weekly planner. It's just like papers. Obviously, you can find all sorts. But basically, every Monday or Sunday, depending, Saturday sometimes, depending, I prepare the schedule of the next week, meal plan of the next week. And this helps me a lot, not just to save money when I go shopping, but it also helps me in functioning every day. I don't have to think, what shall I cook today? I already know. I know from the evening before if I have to take anything out of the freezer. And then in these breaks of 10 minutes, I can start preparing lunch. I use a lot the oven or the air fryer. And yeah, that's how we do. So that by 1:30 we have lunch together. Yeah, that's about us. Obviously, in the Romanian video, if you check it out, it's a lot longer. It's a lot more explanation just because it's very specific for the Romanian community, talking to different needs in the Romanian community. But I thought I'll share in English as well. just so you guys know how our life looks like. What do we do every day? As I said, we don't necessarily do more than other families do or than other parents do. I'm not doing more than other moms do. It's just different. And just this is who we are and how we function. That's just us and our story. It doesn't mean yours has to be the same, and it shouldn't be the same because you're unique. I always say every child is unique, but so is every person, which means also is every family. So every family is different, yours is unique. Learn to celebrate that uniqueness of you as a person, of your children, of your husband or wife, if you're a man watching, and learn to celebrate the uniqueness of your family and enjoy it. You are you guys, and you're supposed to be you. And you're different than anybody else, even in the way your life looks. And that's okay. It should be that way. So be blessed, guys. See you next week. Next week, probably I'll talk a little bit about marriage and a few advices from our family and our marriage. So I hope you'll tune in. Bless you and see you next week. Bye.